Hello, everybody. It's Monday morning yet again, and you're on Bagels and Business for breakfast. I'm Sharon Taylor, founder and CEO of the Business Vision and Development Center, and I'm here with my fabulous co-host, Yvonne.
Hello.
Oops, almost didn't say your name. Yvonne
Hello.
Lorraine.
Hi, everybody. So happy to be here this morning. So looking forward to sharing this information today.
Yes, me too. And we kind of touched on this throughout our series, but I think it's time for us to revisit it. One, because tax season is coming, we're getting our papers together, and I want you to be very aware of your banking relationships. People do not know how important a banking relationship is until they don't have one. Yvonne, would you like to speak to? Let's talk about some challenges when we don't have a banking relationship.
No, I'm sorry. No, no, and no.
That's the only conversation you get when you don't have a bank. And Yvonne hit it right on point. First of all, you walk in, they don't know who you are because you don't have a relationship. And then you haven't maybe put any money into it. Who knows what it is? But whatever I ain't want to go down the road to maybe gender or race or status in the community, but they do play a factor. If you think they don't, then you don't know what
Yes,
the
because they
hell is
do.
really going on.
Yes, because they all do.
Yes. Yes. So I want you to know who you're banking with, which means that you're going to have to hit the pavement. You got to look around. You got to see who's in line, who's sitting behind the counter, who's sitting at the desk, who the manager is. So I ask you to first look locally. It's easy to go with your Bank of Americas, your other big banks, Wells Fargo, Truist, SunTrust. But if you're a small business, I suggest my experience has been to first look locally.
Yes, Sharon, I would just like to share. I feel like I've experienced that on both sides. I have experienced having a relationship with the local bank and that working in my favor. And I also feel like it has worked against me at times. So you really don't know, but definitely I agree. Start local and build that relationship so at least that they are aware that you're of what you're doing in the community. And I think those are some key words for real when you're doing local. This is for the community and
Yes.
how can we work together.
Yes, because word of mouth is everything. And so if you give them a bad word of mouth, then people are going to look elsewhere. And if you say, this bank over here, this credit union typically, over here, man, they on it. I know the guys by name, they in my church, my kids go to the same school. Those things help you when it comes time to get guidance, not just money, because it's not always about money. Sometimes it is, but when you need, banks have a built-in business section that has marketing, advertising, support, mentoring. And so you want to tap into those resources that are behind the counter. And in order to do that, a lot of times they don't even tell you they got a program back there to mentor you. And so you want to have a relationship so that you can take advantage of all the programs they have, because that's where your money's going.
Yes, I agree, Sharon. You definitely want to do your homework and see what they have been doing. And one of the things I would suggest when we talk about building that relationship is contacting them and find out who the person is that handles the business area of what you're going for, because it depends on what you need too. And then schedule a meeting, asking for nothing. Schedule the meeting to go find out how they operate, what things do they look for, and get all of the information you can, and then come back and be totally ready, because every bank, you know, they probably have certain things that they request, but there could be some things that the local bank may want a little different. So I would suggest that, because it doesn't seem like, especially if they don't know you at all, at least you came in and had a conversation, leave your business card. They're going to look you up. And
Yes,
then
they are.
when you come back, you're ready.
That is such a good information. Your first contact shouldn't be with your hand out. And that goes in sales and everything else. First post they see from you, buy this. You have to build relationships. And they also have in smaller communities what's called a CDFI, which is a community development financial institution. And as you see, the word community development is in their title, and they are very prone and likely to support small businesses, especially at the startup phase. A lot of banks don't want to deal with you as a startup, and that's when you really kind of need them the most, right? So again, go in there, meet somebody, talk to them, and see what the requirements are to have a business account. And I also, with this age of internet and financial online, make it your business to go in there to do financial transactions. I know it may be out of the way. I know you don't feel like standing in line. But when I tell you, when you come in and you've been in there several times, they be like, hey, Mr. Jones, what you doing? Just making a deposit, going over there and put it in the envelope and we'll take care of it. That's what you're looking for. That's what you want. You want them to know your name and you want to know their name. You don't want to be go over there, sign that book, and have a seat and wait your turn.
Especially not in the, I'm
and
sorry.
Go ahead. Especially
not in the small, when you go into your local, for
right.
sure.
And you looking around and nobody's in there but you. Why am I signing in the book and having a seat over there? And then every 15 minutes you got to get up and say, I'm over here. Yeah. So go in and at least I would say every 2 weeks, like a pay cycle, make a deposit. I don't care if you just going to put, I'm gonna put $20 in the day because that bill's on your account as well. I'm going in, take some donuts. I am a donut taking fanatic when I go places. Got some Dunkin' Donuts. Here's some donuts. I'll talk to you guys later. Hey, how's John doing on the softball team? Broke his leg. He's out for the season. Maybe next time, but be authentic. Be authentic.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you mentioned those things for the local, Sharon, because the only way you're going to know those things are by having those type of conversations. But also, even with the bigger banks like the Bank of Americas and those Wells Fargo, which I don't want to say Wells Fargo, but anyway, the larger banks, even if they don't know your name, they will know your face, because what I've noticed going into these banks, Sharon, they're doing a lot of shifting, moving people around. I don't know if they still have a shortage of workers right now, but it's kind of hard to go to the same person just making a deposit in the banks for some reason. But one thing for sure, if you get to walk by them again, hey, because they remember your face, whether they remember your name or not, they do remember your face. So just be kind, for real. That's the other thing. Don't walk up in there acting looking like you ready to kill somebody.
Kindness is like a lost attribute. Where did it go? Kindness goes a long way.
Yes. Put a smile on your face.
And like Yvonne said, be prepared. Don't go in there haphazardly, papers shuffling around. They asking you for your business license. You left it at home. Go in there, look like a business owner. Own the joint.
Yes.
Own the joint. Come in there with your binder, your briefcase, your papers in order. Everything should be up to date. You shouldn't have to run home and look for anything. So that's why it's important, like Yvonne said, on your first visit, get a list. They got it, print it out, take it home, make yourself a checklist.
That's right.
Create a binder. And everything should be in order. Business license, certificate of occupancy, whatever they need, profit and loss statements. Have it in your binder and say, here you go. I got everything, here's my deposit to open up my account. Now let's talk about what serves the community's needs best, right?
That's right. Yeah. And just a reminder again, do your homework, because sometimes they will be like, it's on our website.
Right, right.
So be prepared for that too. Just do your homework. And that's why I'm saying have some other conversation available on that first one.
Yeah, because you don't want to go in there and be spent around with, it's on the website. Here's the link and here's my card.
Right.
And this is a time for you to do your 30-second elevator pitch. I'm so-and-so. This is what I'm doing in the community. I'm shopping for banks locally to, to have a relationship with. And, you are their customer. They want your money. And you got to convince them. If they act off put by it, you may want to try and convince them of why they want your money, but it's also a learning opportunity. What didn't go right or may not go right on that first pass, there's another bite. Hey, okay, it didn't work. This relationship, just like any other relationship, didn't work out. I'll take my funds to the next bank.
Right. And remember, all relationships are not for you just because you went in there to have it. And like Sharon just said, you don't let that stop you. You just go to the next. That's just wasn't the right one.
And once you get settled and making all your money, you go back in and say, hey, George, remember me?
Good seeing you.
Yeah, good seeing you. Oh, where you at now? Oh, yeah, I'm banking with such and such. And just if he asks, well, why did you? A lot of times they want to do an exit interview to see how they can serve better. And you can say, well, your customer service was a little off-putting. And so I went with a bank that was more in line with my mission and my strategies.
Sounds good to me.
Internet is everything. Yelp is everything, and writing a review is everything. But don't write a bad review until you get where you need to be.
That's right. Because they do be checking.
Thank you so much for joining us on Beagles. Bagels in business for breakfast this morning. And always go to our YouTube channel, like, share, subscribe. I want you guys to start joining us in the morning. Not that I don't love Yvonne Lorraine, but join us. Email us at info@thebvdcenter.org. Yvonne?
Yes, you all heard Sharon. Do everything that she said. And if you need us, you know where to find us, because we are here for you. So
we are everywhere.
Yes, we are.
If you say you can't find us, you didn't look.
That's right. So have a wonderful week.
That's right.
Thank you, Sharon.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.